Hi everyone, welcome to our channel, JerseyFam. I'm not really sure specifically what this channel is going to be about. I know we're going to do lots of Disney because I'm a Disney mom. I love Disney. My kids love Disney. My husband loves Disney. I want to do recipes, like Disney recipes, maybe some non-Disney recipes. Just fun. I just want to have fun with this channel. It's just a new adventure for me, I guess you can say. Today, though, I want to talk about something that I get a lot. I get a lot of questions because people know I love Disney. They know me and my husband travel to Disney all the time. A lot I get, how do I plan? How do I start? What do I do? You know, there's always those questions when you're planning a Disney vacation. It's become really complicated to plan a Disney vacation. It's not something that's easy anymore with fast passes and magic bands, and there's just so many questions. So I'm going to start with how do you decide? Like, what do you have to decide first? First, you need to decide when you want to go, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to decide, you know, people have preferences, busy times, slow times. Do you want to be in the busy time or do you want to be in the slow time? Busy time, Christmas, New Year's, summer. Everybody has off, so everybody's going to Disney, and the holidays are a really magical time at Disney. It's fabulous. Why would you want to be anywhere else, right? And the decorations are outstanding. So slow times, I would have to say February. February is probably going to be the time you can go when there's going to be really low crowds and you're not going to have to worry about long lines and long waits. I would say it's colder though in Florida at those times. So when you go in February, you're going to wear a jacket and you're probably not going to get much pool time unless your resort has a heated pool. So after you decide when you want to go, you have to decide how long you want to go. And this is a debate amongst a lot of people. A lot of people think 3 days is fine. Some people think 4 nights is fine. How I always decide is, what parks are we doing? Do we want to go to all 4 parks? Because you don't want to marathon it. That's one thing that I think is really important with Walt Disney World vacations. If you go day after day after day and you hit all 4 parks that whole week and that's all you do, you're going to be tired and you're going to be sore. So I always recommend at least 1 day of rest. So if you want to do all 4 parks, I feel like 5 nights is good. You do 2 parks, a rest day, and then 2 parks. To be honest with you, ideally, if you have the money to spend, a rest day in between each park is fabulous. So going for like 8 nights, that's great. But not everybody has that luxury. So I really feel like doing 5 nights is still erring on the side of having a budget, but getting to do everything you want to do and having a pool day. So with young kids, it's important. It's important not to push them so hard because then you get crankiness with the long lines and the crying and the tantrums, and everybody has that. It's Disney World. There's lots of kids at Disney World. You know, everybody has a day where it's just not a good day. Now, what do we do when we decide how long we want to go and when we want to go? Now it's time to go book. Disney always releases specials and deals. You gotta search for them. Usually fall has a deal, spring has a deal. They do free dining sometimes. Even Disney Cruise Line does deals sometimes. They just finished up with their 50% off deposit, which is awesome. It's $200. The deposit for Walt Disney World is $200. So when you decide when you want to go and you want to book and you're ready, you only need $200 to hold your reservation, which is awesome to me personally, because sometimes you don't have that big chunk of money up front and you just want to be able to pay it off little by little. So you pay the $200 and it's refundable. So if you decide that you can't go, you can't afford it before your final payment, all you have to do is call Disney up. They'll cancel your reservation and they'll refund you your $200 deposit, which I think is awesome. Once you book, you have to know certain dates. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on mydisneyexperience.com. This is basically your portal to your vacation. That's how I put it. what you do in My Disney Experience is you're going to make dining reservations. It shows you what days you're going. It's all the information you'd ever need to know about your vacation. So what days you're traveling, what times the parks are open, there's park maps. There's an app too. Definitely download the app. It's the My Disney Experience app. It's awesome. You can even go on it when you're not at Disney World and you just want a little taste, and you can look at the maps and look at the wait times and the hours and the different shows. So that's gonna be kind of like your guide to your vacation. You're gonna wanna log on there, see what's up, see what's going on in the days that you're in the park. So dates that you need to know. 180 days before your vacation is when you can make your dining reservations. This is important. Dining reservations have become very competitive in the past couple years when it comes to getting in the restaurants that people want. So Cinderella's Castle, Be Our Guest, those are always really hard reservations to get. So you have to book at that 180 days. If you want to get what you want to get, you have to book at 180. You're going to have to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's the time. 6 a.m. is when they open. People are already dialing in before 6 a.m. to get into that first phone call. It's competitive. I don't know what to say. So when you want to get that reservation at Cinderella's Royal Table, make sure you are up and ready to make that reservation. 60 days before your vacation, you're going to make your fast passes. Now this is if you're staying on property. If you're off property, it's 30 days, which, I mean, you know, you can still get good fast passes. That's part of the advantages of staying at the resorts, is being able to book fast passes and dining early. 7 a.m. is the time that you're going to be up to book those fast passes. And you can do all of these things. You can book dining and fast passes on your app. So you don't necessarily have to call in. If you feel like you can get it done and you want to go on your app and do it, that's fine too. Some people just prefer to call in at 6 a.m. So once we know all our dates, we know when we have to make our dining reservations, what do we need to do next? We need to plan what park we want to go to which day. So that way we know when we want to make our dining reservations. So let's say you're going Monday, you want to go to Epcot, Tuesday you want to go to Magic Kingdom. You need to know, okay, I'm going to Epcot this day. You have to figure, how long am I going to stay? Am I going to stay the whole day? Are we going to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Where are we going to eat? What you do is you make a list, and this is what I always do. I have it actually right here. Let me get it. I get a little notebook, okay? And I write down on each page. So see, September 17th, Tuesday, we're checking in. And I write where we're gonna eat. What are our choices? Where we're gonna eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay? And when I do the park days, so look, September 18th, okay? Hollywood Studios, where are we gonna eat breakfast, where we're gonna eat lunch, where we're gonna eat dinner, okay? That's what you're gonna do, and when you call in, you're gonna have a priority list. So this is the very most important thing. You wanna put at the top of that list the restaurants that you really wanna eat at, what days and what times you want when you call in. Or, you know, when you're going through the app, that's okay too. Just have a list so it's easy for you, so you're not hopping around. Cinderella's Castle, if that's what you want that on the top of the list. That's the first reservation you're gonna make when you call at 6 a.m. on that day. So once you have all the restaurants listed, what days and what priority they are, then you're gonna wait for your dining day. Once you make your reservations, then you're gonna think about fast passes, because you can't really book fast passes until you know what times you're gonna eat. If you're gonna do a lot of sit-down meals, you really need to know what time you're gonna eat, so that way you can book your fast passes around that. So fast passes, that's another thing. You gotta know which parks you're gonna go to, which days. So we already figured that out earlier in the video, right? So now that we know where we're gonna eat, in between we're gonna write which rides are our priorities in that park. So let's say you're going to Epcot and your priority is Soarin'. You're gonna put that at the top of your list. So when you're making your fast passes, you know, okay, this is the first ride I'm gonna make, this is the second ride, this is the third ride. Now, tiers. Certain parks have tiers. Magic Kingdom doesn't have any tiers. Epcot has tiers. Basically what they do is they take the most popular rides, the ones that everybody wants the fast passes for, and they put them in tier 1. That's going to be a tier 1 ride, and basically you get to choose one ride from that tier. So I believe Soarin', Test Track, and Frozen are all in tier 1. There's a couple more in there as well. So that means that while you're in the park, you can only choose one of those rides 60 days before. So if Frozen is your top priority, you're going to choose Frozen. Then you're going to go to tier 2. And this is something that you need to research. There's tons of stuff online if you just research what the different tiers are and what rides are in which tier and which park. It's complicated, see? But once you figure that out, you're going to want to know that before you make the reservations. Once the reservations are done, then we can move on to different things. Something that's really important that people always forget, magic bands. Okay? You want to customize these as soon as you possibly can. I know on the Disney site it says 11 days before your vacation, but if you live far from Disney, sometimes it takes more than 11 days for them to ship the magic bands to you, and then you end up in Disney before the magic bands got to you. If you live outside of the United States, they do not ship magic bands to you. So you're going to customize your color, and then for the address where these get shipped to, you're going to put your home resort. Wherever you're staying on property is where you're going to put these to be shipped to. So they're going to be waiting for you when you check in. Please customize your magic bands, because once you get to the front desk, it's whatever they have. So if you didn't customize them, you might just all get gray, or you might all get blue. There's no choice once you get to them. Well, there might be, but it's just whatever they have. After you do the magic bands, I would really recommend you to check in online before your vacation. It just lets Disney know, hey, I'm coming, we're here. That's definitely something you should do. And then you just look over all the check-in procedures. Check-in is usually at 4 p.m. So that means when you're traveling, let's say you're gonna go on a plane and you're gonna take Magical Express. When you're traveling, Magical Express is gonna come pick you up, take you to the resort, but your bags, they're not gonna be with you. They're gonna bring them separately at a different time. So you really want to have with you what you're going to have for the day in your carry-on. Whatever that may be. If you guys want to hit the pool, make sure you pack bathing suits, sunblock, little things. A change of clothes if you need it, a towel. You don't really need a towel, but if you guys prefer the non-hotel towels, then I would do that. If you're not staying on property, Magical Express isn't an option, and you won't have to worry about the magic bands. To be honest with you, I think I went over everything. Let us know below when your next Disney vacation is. What's the countdown? I want to know who's going on vacation, who's going to Disney, what are you doing next? Our countdown's pretty far out. We're going to Disney in September, and then my husband and I are going on a cruise in September, the Disney cruise, so we're really excited about that. Tell me about your vacations below. If you want to watch out for future videos, we're going to do Disney videos, recipes. I told you, guys, we're just going to have fun here. Subscribe, or make sure you hit the alert button so you get alerted when I make new videos. I'm looking forward to growing this channel and growing with you guys and getting to know everybody. Have a good day, and thanks for visiting.